Well, thanks for joining us for your weather update at noon. As you know, we do not have midday because of the Olympics, but we want to let you know what your weather is going to be like for today and also the rest of the week, especially since people will see triple digits today. So to tell you more about that, we're going to bring up Rex Thompson for you. So Rex, tell the people what they need to know.
Hey, Carrie, yeah, it's going to be hot in the Pine Belt this afternoon. And again, during the day on tomorrow, and quite frankly, most of the 7-day forecast. We'll go ahead and take a look now at the current advisory map as a heat advisory, and that is in effect until 7 p.m. this evening here in South Mississippi. You see the little sprinkler system I got going on the graphic? I know that's a joke, but it's just hardly only way we're going to get any relief from the heat because there's just so much heat out there. And the shining sun, he's got a big smile on his face too. Well, we've got to deal with the heat. All right, currently it's in the low to mid 90s across the board, 96 in New Augusta, and 95 in Collins, 96 in Seminary, as well as Summerall, Moselle, 95 in Hattiesburg and Petal, 93 Oak Grove, 95 Phosphor, 94 Columbia, 95 in Waynesboro, and 91 in Beaumont. All right, we'll go ahead and take a look at the forecast for the next 5 hours. And it clearly shows we're going to be reaching 100 between 3 and 4 o'clock today here in the Pine Belt. And the heat is not going to stop there. We got more heat on the way for tomorrow as well, and some even actually later in the week. So we'll take a look at the commute forecast on your way home this afternoon. I think it'll probably be around 100 around 3 o'clock, then probably get to around 98 degrees at around 4:15. Then by 5 we'll be down to 97, and by 6 we'll be down to 96. You'll have no weather problems unless you don't have an air conditioner in your car on your way home this afternoon, so you get a big, nice green light. On the muggy meter, it's miserable outside, and it's going to stay that way for several days coming up. Matter of fact, Wednesday it will be almost sticky to oppressive on Thursday and Friday, sticky on Saturday. It may be comfy a little bit briefly on Sunday, then we're going right back up to miserable on Monday and Tuesday. Now here's a look at the forecast highs for today. Anywhere from 99 to 100, maybe even 101 in Beaumont, but that's the average high we're sticking with today. Now overnight, it will be very humid, very muggy, and lows mainly in the mid to possibly upper 70s in some locations, mostly mid 70s, I'm thinking. And here's your forecast highs for tomorrow, 101 to 102 in most locations, so it's going to be extremely hot tomorrow. Please take this seriously. If you must be outdoors, take frequent breaks and drink plenty of fluids. You've got to remember to drink the fluids. You've got to stay hydrated during this weather event. Well, here's Tropical Storm Debbie. It's still got 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds. It's basically off the Georgia coast right now, actually the North Carolina coast, actually between the North Carolina coast and Georgia. And it's going to continue to pump moisture into Georgia, South Carolina, even North Carolina, and they're still expecting torrential rains in that area, and it's going to be a very slow mover. Matter of fact, it's only moving east-northeast at about 6 miles per hour. I mean, that's like walking for a human. You can walk 6 miles an hour almost. And here it is on the radar satellite composite. You can clearly see it's a huge system. And yes, right there just south of Savannah, maybe just to the east of Savannah right there. And there it is, just pouring rain band after rain band into Georgia, South Carolina, even getting into North Carolina. And that's just going to continue for the next 4 to 5 days of the way. And I'm telling you, they're expecting a tremendous amount, probably record-setting rainfall in some areas. Now, we have another disturbance we're looking out for. It's the National Hurricane Center is watching a little area just to the south of San Juan. Let me draw that in for you right quick and show you where it is. Here it is right here. Right there, just to the south of San Juan. Now it's moving west-northwest like this. Now over the next 2 days has a 10% chance of developing. Over the next 7 days, a 7% chance of developing. At this point, we're not expecting it to affect the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. It looks like it's going to stay to the south of us. There are some models that could bring it into Texas, but still, at this point, we're not too concerned about it. But we are watching it. We're certainly keeping our eyes on it, but This is what we're going to do, keep our eyes on it. You always got to keep your eyes on the tropics this time of year. This is the most active part of the season, and we're going to be very busy for the next month around here, I guarantee you. So we got more things coming up down the line, but nothing for an immediate concern for us here in the Pine Belt, at least this week. So here's your forecast again. Heat advisory in effect until 7 p.m. And here's your forecast for today. Very hot, around 100 the expected high. Winds northwest at 5 to 10. Very humid weather too. We got those fair weather cumulus out, so that's kind of the puffy, cottony clouds you see outside. And overnight will be mostly clear and humid, low around 76 with a northwest wind around 5. And here's your forecast for Wednesday, the middle of the week, hump day. Around 102 is in the forecast for Hattiesburg tomorrow, and that's basically the entire Pine Belt. We base our forecasts on Hattiesburg law, but that includes everybody in our viewing area. And so it's going to be very, very hot. So let's take a look now at the 7-day forecast. And we may go down to 98 on Thursday, but it looks like we'll be back to 101 on Friday, back to 98 on Saturday. Now, we are anticipating a high of only 94 on Sunday, but back to 97 on Monday. The only thing I'm looking for in the 7-day forecast is a little tiny quick break from the humidity. We may get just a very light taste of that on Monday morning, coming in with a low around 68 to 70, but it won't be that much different because it's going to warm right back up right after that tiny little inkling of a little cool spell coming through. But it's going to be so quick you probably won't even remember it or hardly even notice it. Well, that's going to do it for our forecast for right now. We'll be back on WDAM 7, ABC, and NBC at 5 o'clock.